Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, everyone, so let's go over the calendar for this term. Of course, at the beginning of every term, on the first 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, we have our orientation. This is what you're doing right now, watching this video, maybe with your parents, maybe in class, wherever you're watching it. Thank you for watching this. And then every week also, at the beginning of each week after this, starting in week 2 and going to week 11, we will have our weekly quizzes, which will be on Monday and Tuesday. So at this time, when we're watching this video now, every time in the following weeks, we will have a weekly quiz. Next, at the end of each week, starting this week too, we will do the most important and best thing here at AMJ, our video diaries. This is when we get to talk to our parents or just talk to ourselves. We will sit in front of a camera and say what we did this week at AMJ, what we learned, what silly things happened in class, and what we might do on the weekend. Next, we have our book report. Our book report is actually, we are only going to have one book report this term instead of 2. The outline will be due on week 9, and the final book report will be due week 11. So make sure to read those books and get in great book reports. Next, we have our term test. So the term test is going to be in week 10, and for Monday, Wednesday students, it'll be 2 days, and for Tuesday, Thursday students, it'll only be 1 day, just like it was this last term. And speaking of term tests, we will also have our report cards that go out 3 times this term, like always. The first report card goes out at the end of week 3, just a sort of greeting and seeing how people are here at the beginning of the term. The second one will go out in week 7, and that's basically a bunch of tips about how to improve going through the rest of the term. And then we have our final report on in week 12, our final week of classes, and this will give all the scores for the weekly quizzes and all of this fun stuff to show how much we have learned this term. Next, let's talk about the video diary feedback. We will get video diary feedback in week 6 and at the end of week 6 and at the end of week 9. And this will give our teachers a chance to watch, as we've been watching all of your video diaries, we will give you tips on how to get better at them. And then finally, obviously, the most exciting time is market day. We will have 3 market days this term. We will have one at the end of week 4. We will have one in the end of week 9, and then we will have one at the last day of classes in week 12. I said the last thing, but there's actually an even more exciting thing. We have our fall challenge, but this term will be a Halloween challenge, and very spooky. We don't know what it will be yet. But so everyone have a great term, and yeah, check out your cool calendars.
Okay, welcome back to fall term, everyone, and I'm going to talk about our new movie class for this term. I know some of you have studied a movie class in previous terms, but this year we're going to do something a little bit different. So to start, we're going to study a film. So each level is going to have their own movie that you are going to watch, and we are going to talk about in class. So you're going to learn about the plot, themes and messages. You're going to learn about script writing, the editing process, everything to do with the movie. However, each class is going to have a different project that matches their movie. So let's start talking about what movies you guys are going to learn. For yellow class, you guys are going to learn Inside Out. So you get to follow Riley and all of her emotions in her head and see how she handles going through life. Your project at the end of movie class, you are going to reenact the movie Inside Out. So basically make a live action rendition of the movie. Red level, you guys are going to study Moana. You get to follow Moana on her journey to help her hometown be free from a curse. You guys will add a new character to the movie and then also reenact the movie Moana with your new character, and basically make a live action rendition of the movie. Next, we have Magenta. Magenta, you are going to study Wonder. Wonder is about a boy, Augie Pullman, who has a facial deformity. And he goes back to school, tries to make friends, and just tries to adjust to his new life. You guys are going to make a behind the scenes movie about filmmaking. You are going to look at set design, costume design, lighting, camera work, and you are also going to study interview techniques and how to interview people to get all the information that you need. Blue level, you guys are going to study Matilda. Matilda is a favorite movie of mine when I was your age, and it is about a little girl who finds out she has some special powers, and she gets moved to a new school who has a very horrible principal. So she uses her new powers to help herself, her teacher, and all her fellow students. For your project, you guys are going to become film critics. You will look at every part of the movie, the actors, the set design, costume design. You're going to look at the music, the lighting, everything about making a movie, and you're going to basically judge it. Was it good? Was it bad? What would you change? You will be writing a film review, and you're going to post it on Rotten Tomatoes, which is a very, very popular, famous review website for movies. And then you are also going to film a YouTube movie review video. You will all do this together working as a team. Purple level, you guys will study The Incredibles, a fantastic movie. Love this movie. You will follow the very, very popular Mr. Incredible as he tries to battle enemies and help save his family at the same time. Your project is super cool. You guys are going to design your own talk show. So there are different types of talk shows, but you guys are going to do a fun late night talk show style. So basically think Jimmy Fallon, James Corden, all those American talk show hosts that have fun games, interviews, music, everything like that. You will do your talk show interviews with yourselves acting as the Incredibles. Black level, you guys are going to study the Hunger Games. You guys are going to follow Katniss as she gets taken from her hometown in the District 12 and gets sent to the capital. In the capital, she has to fight to survive, to try to get back home to her sister and her mom. Your project is you're going to take clips from the Hunger Games movie and the trailer, and you're going to make your own movie trailer changing the genre of the Hunger Games. So changing the genre could be making it into a horror movie, making it into a comedy. You're going to use different techniques to help you change the feel, the mood, the tone of the movie into something different. And all of these projects are going to be shown as an AMJ movie award night. So you guys better work hard because there will be prizes given for like best actor, best performance, best trailer, best critic. We will have a range of different prizes. So you better make sure you do your best in this movie project and join us at the AMJ movie night.
All right, everyone, another semester has come and gone. And as you know, throughout the term, we give out badges to the students who have done fantastic jobs in different subjects. Some of you might have these badges on your bag already, but I'm going to remind you about these badges a little more so you can try your hardest to get them next term, or this term now. So up first, we have the Video Diary Royalty Badge. Each week, we do video diaries on Thursday and Fridays, as you know. And every month, we pick the best video diaries from each class, and you get a nice yellow badge that you can stick onto your bag and go to your friends and show it off to everybody. Hey, look what I got! So this month, our winners are Congratulations to all of you for doing wonderful with your video diaries. Up next, we have the Book Challenge Royalty Badge. As you all know, every Monday and Tuesday, you can go to the Media Lab and do a book challenge quiz with the books you read. Or you can do book reports and give them to your teachers. Now, the winners for the book challenge royalty badge goes to Soa with 10 book challenges finished. Very good job, Soa. Woo! Up next, we have the High Achievers. This was for the highest term test scores in the classes this term. You all did very well on the term test, but here are the highest scores from each class.
Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone.
Very good job to all of these high test scores. Great job. Woo! Next we have the weekly quiz scores. Who got the highest 100% for the weekly quiz? As you know, you see your name and your picture out at the front. So our weekly quiz score winners go to They did very well on their quizzes. Everyone, I expect you to try harder to see your name and your picture on the front TV. Keep up the good work. And lastly, we have the challenge badge. Now this term, we had the ChatGPT challenge, where you had to make an itinerary about where you're going, and we already handed out the stamps and the badges for this, but we will have future challenges this term, so be prepared to work hard and try to earn these badges so you can get these to put on your bag also. Lastly, we have the one-of-a-kind badge. Now to earn this badge, you have to get 3 or more of the previous badges that I mentioned. So at least 3. And this term, we only had 1 student to get this badge. Who do we think this is? Are they in your class? It goes to Seungjun. Now Seungjun earned this badge because first, he got the weekly quiz badge. Next, he was Video Diary King. Then he got the High Achievers for the highest term test score. And he did the best for the summer challenge with ChatGPT. So he was able to earn 3 different kinds of badges. So he earned himself the one-of-a-kind badge. Well done. I expect everyone to work hard in the future to earn as many badges as you can. Good luck. So let's talk a little bit about our passports. So each class, you all know, you can collect stamps by volunteering in class, doing book reports, and doing book challenges. And you also might know that this term, the stamps will roll over to the summer term. So they are not going to disappear after this spring term. So you can keep collecting and gather as much as you want. You can spend them. The first 2 market days will be the mystery box, where you can spend 300 stamps and collect a prize from the mystery box. However, you can choose to save those stamps. You can buy a big market day prize that you will receive in the coming weeks. So get out there, collect as many stamps as possible, try to save as many as you can so that you can buy the best prize that you can. And don't forget that at the end of summer term, your stamps will expire, so they will all disappear.
Hey guys, welcome to book club. So to explain what we're going to do book club this term, we're going to have the book challenges and the reading chart the same as normal. However, we will do something new this term, and that is starting this term, we'll have book club every single term in our media class.
Hi everyone, my name is Acorn. I'll be helping with your AMJ book club class.
So now I'm going to tell you what books each level will be reading for this coming term. So yellow 1 and 2 are going to be reading The Magic Tree House. The Magic Tree House is an amazing story I read when I was younger. It is about a boy and a girl who use a magic tree house as kind of like a time machine to travel in the past to historical events and learn a lesson. Yellow 3 and 4 will be reading Freckle Juice. Freckle Juice is about a boy named Andrew who really wants freckles, little dots on your face. So he makes this weird juice in order to get the freckles. Okay, sound interesting? Well,
yes, it
let's
does.
Continue. Now we're going to be talking about red. So for red level 1 and 2, we're going to be reading The Year of Billy Miller. So The Year of Billy Miller is about a young American boy named Billy who is starting a new year at school, and he makes changes in his life to make the best year possible. All right, for red 3 and 4, we're going to be reading The Wild Robot, Volume 1. Now, if you like robots and technology, you really like this.
I love robots.
This book is about a robot who falls off of a ship and is stranded on an island, and he must learn how to make friends with animals to live on the island with them to survive. Awesome. Okay, so our next level will be magenta. So magenta, for magentas 1 and 2, we're going to be reading Because of Winn-Dixie. Now, Because of Winn-Dixie is also a book I remember reading when I was your age. It's about a little girl named Opal who finds a dog, and the dog helps her overcome her feelings of loneliness. Very good emotional read. Then we have, for magenta levels 3 and 4, we have Wonder. Wonder is about a boy named Augie Pullman. He has a facial deformity, which makes it hard for him to fit in, and this book is about him going to school and learning how to kind of socialize and make friends.
Wow, sounds interesting.
All right, let's continue with blue. So with blues, level 1 and 2, we're going to be reading Matilda. Yes, the famous Matilda everyone knows and loves. So if you don't know what this story is about, it's about a young girl who has awful, terrible parents, but she has magical powers, and she is sent to a boarding school of some sort where she meets a teacher who changes her life. All right, for blue level 3 and 4, we're going to be reading Maniac Magee. Maniac Magee is about a young American boy in the suburbs of America in the 1950s who learns how to make a home in unlikely places with unlikely friends.
Tell me more.
Hold on to your seatbelts. We're going to go up and talk about purple now. So for purple, levels 1 and 2, we're going to be reading Powerless Matthew Cody. Now, this tale is about a boy who is born in a town where some children get powers. Now, everyone gets powers. However, there's one weird thing. At the age 13, they lose their powers. And only one person in this town is known to keep their powers. So what is all that about?
I'm already imagining the
Lastly,
character.
our black levels 1 to 4 will be reading The Hunger Games. Now, The Hunger Games is a dystopian novel I read when I was younger. And it is about a girl named Katniss who is chosen from her district to go fight in annual Hunger Games that this universe has, where each person from the 12 districts will fight against each other to bring victory and wealth to their district. And lastly, for levels 5 to 9, we'll be reading The Maze Runner. Now, The Maze Runner is similar as a dystopian novel to The Hunger Games, but in this story, we learn about a boy named Thomas who wakes up in a futuristic maze with other children, and they must work together.
I'm
to
curious
figure out
how they'll survive.
to get out. Now, boys and girls, when we finish reading each of these books, we are going to learn how to write a summary essay. So, I hope you are ready and get your thinking caps on for book club.
So at the end of every class period, we have here what we call office hour. Sometimes we call this homework class because mostly what we do during this class is homework. And it is a chance for all of the students to ask any questions, and it is very important to ask questions about vocabulary or link or grammar concepts you do not understand. And the teachers will be there to answer the questions, help you with homework, and help you to better understand what you've learned. If you are having a lot of trouble, maybe you are getting a lot of low quiz scores, then a Cherry teacher will come and grab you out of class during our office hour, and she will talk to you one-on-one about that particular lesson or concept. And it is a great idea to try and get all of your homework done during homework class, because when you finish, you get stamps. So it is a great opportunity to not only finish your homework, so you don't have to do homework at as much homework at home, but also to get lots of stamps. Yummy, yummy stamps.
Now, you might be wondering, well, where do I check the homework? Well, there are 3 areas where our students will be able to check the homework. Teachers would have usually put up the homework assignments on their projectors or boards so that students can see what needs to be done before the next class. And so that's the first way our students can check. The second way our students can check is through the QR codes that are on their AMJ calendar. Now, at the start of each semester, our students will be given this calendar that has 2 QR codes on it. One QR code is the syllabus, the other will be the homework assignments. Once the student scans the QR code, they'll be able to see all the homework posts that were put up by their teacher. Now, the final way to check homework is through the AMJ family website. All you need to do is log in, and you'll be able to find your child's homework posts from their teachers. So, if you're able to do that, you'll be able to access all the homework assignments that are posted by all the teachers and hopefully get all your homework done during homework class or at home.
Now it's time to talk about Term Test Day, which is a very important day at AMJ where our students take one final test to assess how much they have learned throughout the term. We test for reading comprehension skills, writing, speaking skills, and grammar. The best way to do really well in term test is to pay attention in class, to do all of your homework, and to ask plenty of questions to your teachers. Usually 1 week before a test, teachers will give a study guide as well to students. If you complete the study guide and ask plenty of questions, you should be doing very, very well. The tests for Tuesday and Thursday students, the test takes place on one day. Then Monday, Wednesday, Friday students, their test again will be split into 2 days. So you will do writing on one day, and then the rest of the tests, so reading comprehension, vocabulary, speaking, will be on the second day. It makes it a little bit fairer with equal time between all students to complete the term test. Black level students will also have 2 days of testing. On week 9, Black level students will be tested on speaking and writing. And then in week 10, you'll be tested on vocabulary, reading comprehension, and listening. So that's everything I need to tell you guys about term tests. I hope you study hard, ask plenty of questions, make sure you do all your homework, and best of luck. Lastly, let's talk about report cards. These are completed through a program called ClickUp, where we can send messages to the parents and give continual feedback throughout the term. We have 3 different report cards that we give out every term. Week 3, week 6, and also a final report card in week 12. The report cards will give feedback on your progress in class, how you're doing in each subject. So for link, project, book club, or writing or grammar. And then The final report card will also give a lot of feedback on your term test and areas where you might need to work on a little bit more. So everyone, remember, we have report cards 3 times a term, so please pay attention in class, always remember your homework, and always listen to your teachers.
So it is that time of the orientation video where we're going to talk about rules. Now, last semester we started the whole foul and penalty system, and that's going to continue on to this semester. And I'm just here to let you guys know that a lot of students have been getting fouls and penalties. So what do we have to do about that? Stop getting fouls and penalties. So we need to make sure we're not running in the hallways, we're speaking English only. We got to make sure we're doing all of our homework and studying for our quizzes and being the best student we should possibly be in the classrooms. So just a quick reminder, guys, 3 fouls equals 1 penalty, and 3 penalties could be taking away your market day, and 5 would be calling parents, and so on and so forth. So we don't want any of that here at AMJ. We want to make sure that all of our students are well behaved and are doing their best to learn, to get better at English, and to just be overall great students in the classroom. So please, everyone, make sure you're taking these penalties and fouls seriously. And if you need to be reminded about what is considered a foul or penalty, please look at the signs that are in each classroom that go over the rules for not only in the classroom, but outside the classroom as well. Starting in summer semester, any of the penalties you received after 3 will be taken away. So please make sure that you continue working hard, doing your best, and do not get any more penalties this semester. One change will happen this semester, however, and it has to deal with the penalties.
Use a toilet pass to go to the bathroom once when urgent. Speak only in proper English. Do not mix in Korean accents.
Okay, so let's not get any more fouls and penalties and follow all the rules here at AMJ.
Are you ready?